What's up, everybody? Big Sky Bowler here again out at Town and Country Lanes, and I'm out here today to talk to you about an upcoming release from Swag, the Fusion Hybrid. Now, this particular ball is going to be joining our moderate performance line along with its sister ball, the Fusion Solid. It's got the Fusion symmetric core on the inside with the Explode Hybrid cover stock. 4,000 Abralon is the out-of-box preparation for this ball. I have a 14-pound version, which is an RG of 2.57 and a differential of 0.038. Now, I just got this ball recently, so I haven't had much chance to throw it, but I have seen videos from the Hype Bowling channel and a few others throw this ball. And I tell you what, I think we have something special with this Fusion Hybrid. But enough of me talking about the technical details. Let's get the ball out on the lane and see what it can do. Okay, so we're just coming off the Apex Solid and Apex Pearl ball review videos. And if you remember, we don't necessarily have a house shot out here. We've got some kind of a sport shot. It appears to be a little bit longer sport shot. We're gonna start standing at 20 and playing up the track, which is where that Apex Solid and Pearl really like to stay. Okay, so already you can see this ball is a different animal. Much earlier read on the lane. And as far as the back end shape is concerned, it has a lot more continuation. Clear difference between this one and the Apex Solid that I was throwing earlier. One thing that's really cool about this Fusion Hybrid is the color on the cover stock. You know, I like balls that are more of a mix of colors as opposed to just one solid color, because it makes it super easy for me to read the shape the ball is trying to create on the lane, so I can see that ball really want to slow down. That was a pretty good shot. Let's move where I normally start for league, which is 25. Same break point down lane. Looking 13 at the arrows here, see what we can get. Pretty good. Yeah, see, there you go. So if you remember, that Apex Solid and that Apex Pearl would not play much farther left of where I was standing at 20. Now that shot was 25 and it came off it really good. Excellent continuation. No deflection whatsoever. Went through the pins very well. Let's see if we can throw that shot again. Really get down into the shot, create some leverage. See what this ball really wants to do here. Oh, that's right of target. See what happens. Oh, the 6-pin got in the way of my messenger. That was a bad shot. I missed 3 boards to the right, sent it all the way out to the right, but the good thing about that is it still came off of it. It did not just sit there. Now, out of box at 4,000 Abralon, it's reading the lane pretty well. For me, I like to usually see a little bit more of an overall read on the lane than what 4,000 is giving me, so I'll probably eventually touch this up with a bit of surface. Let's throw that again and try and make a better shot here. That's left. Does it hold? Oh, it really tried. It really tried. That was 11, not 8. So again, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to throw every shot exactly the way I want to. It tried to hold on. That's not the ball's fault. That's the bowler's fault. All right. See if we can't actually repeat a shot. That's better. Oh, that was a little fast, I think, off my hand. I tried to get a little lower into that shot and get some leverage on it. My feet were definitely moving fast and the ball just never saw it. Again, not the fault of the bowling ball. Now keep in mind, 4,000 grit is going to limit where I can go with this particular ball, especially because we're not on a house shot, we're on a higher volume sport shot here. You know, let's move to the right a bit. I'm gonna go back to that area. So I'm at 22 where I was with the Apex Solid and Pearl. And I'm gonna try and replicate that last shot with the speed and everything and see if that ball will hold. Hey, there we go. So it will actually play in that spot if you get your speed increased a little bit, which really indicates that the cover stock on this ball is definitely much stronger than the Apex Solid or the Apex Pearl. Now, if you really want to see what this ball can do, I recommend you go check out the Height channel on YouTube, Charles Hutcherson. That guy can really throw the ball well. And when I watched the video, he was able to make this ball play anywhere he really wanted to, and he was very impressed with it. Going back to 25 here. Pretty good. Oh, there we go. See, I got down into that shot. I got my foot in the right position, my trail leg, and I was able to get my leverage off that ball. And I like it so far. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have much experience with hybrids. You know, for the longest time there, Swag was doing a lot of sanded pearls and solids, and every once in a while we'd get a hybrid out there. But so far, I'm really liking what I see with this particular hybrid. I've moved a little bit more left here. Let's see what this ball will do here. As I start to open up the lane. Okay, I saw a little bit of a delay there, but again, sport shot, right? So a lot of sport shots, if you move left too early before the pattern's ready for it, you're gonna get exactly that right there. So that ball got to the same spot down lane, and you could see it just kind of struggled to get up and get to the pocket. I bet you if I was to either slow my speed a little bit or move my break point left and maintain my speed, that this ball would have no issue getting off the end of that pattern. So let's try that first. Let's go ahead and move the break point left, aiming more closer to 10 instead of out to 8. Let's see what this thing can do here. That's a terrible shot. That's not the ball's fault. Again, that's the bowler's fault. Much better. Okay, so better reaction. It didn't labor. It got to 10, came off it what I would say a little bit sharper than I wanted it to. I definitely would like to see a little bit earlier read out of it, but we got the 10 out with the messenger pin. Let's see what happens now if we slow down our ball speed a little bit. What I'm expecting to happen is I'm expecting this ball to really come off it. So I'm going to move forward just a touch. That's going to help me reduce my foot speed. I'm going to go back to 8 board down there. Pretty good. Yeah, see that? So that was about, I would say, half to a mile an hour slower than my normal shots are. And that ball just really wanted to come off it. And it crossed over the head pin. And that shot was 9-10 at the break point. You want to be successful at bowling on sport shots, you have to remember, folks, that basically you have to create your own friction, right? Well, the ways you can do that: ball speed control, rev rate control, or what a lot of people do, ball surface control. So we're going to move a few left, probably 3 boards, and I'm going to keep the speed the same. Oh, that's right at target. Bad shot by me, but the ball read that particular spot and came off the pattern pretty well. Pretty good. There we go. You see, so I was just a little faster than I wanted to be, but with the speed that I did have, you could see it got to the break point, it read it really good, and it came out of the pattern, and it carried out that 10 pin. I'm going to go back to the right, basically to the zone that I think this ball is going to be really good in at its out-of-box preparation. Back up to my normal position, get my speed back up here, and see what this ball has here. pretty good. Yeah, you see that? It likes that particular spot on this particular pattern. Now, for me personally, I'm probably going to touch this ball with just a little bit of surface because most of my equipment, I really don't like to throw at a higher surface grid. Hybrids, again, I don't have a ton of experience with, so this is really, you know, a new realm for me. But this particular ball, I think I'd like to see it read just a touch earlier. What you really have to think about is where you're going to be using this ball or what environment you're going to be using this ball. Again, if I was out here on Town & Country's house shot, more than likely this ball would just be a monster at 4,000 grit, because again, most house shots have more friction built into the pattern. You know, they're lower volume especially. There we go. Okay guys, so there it is, the Fusion Hybrid from Swag. Worldwide release date on this ball is going to be September 8th. You know, as far as for me and where this ball kind of fits for me, on a house shot, I don't quite know because it's so new. I have yet to throw it on a house shot. I guess I'll have to wait till league season. But on a sports shot, you know, I can see this ball giving me just a little bit later mid-lane read than something stronger like maybe the Dragon Solid, for example, or even the Judge, my really super strong asymmetric solid ball. So it's going to give me that little bit of in-between. If you're interested in picking this ball up, check it out at swagbowling.com, or you can go also to bowlersmart.com, or you can visit your local pro shop and see if they'll order it in for you. Thanks for watching the video today. Please leave a like on the video and comment below what you thought of the reaction of the Fusion Hybrid, and we'll see you in the next one.